One time when I was working as a street canvasser, I had a conversation with a lawyer who told me about a case he was worried about. It was a divorce trial, Terrell v. Torres, in which the couple had some frozen embryos which had been preserved before Torres started treatment for breast cancer, which would leave her infertile. Torres wanted to keep the embryos because they were her only opportunity to have biological children, but Terrell wanted them anonymously donated because he didn't want to be a father. He said that he'd only agreed to fertilize the eggs because he thought her cancer was a death sentence. It went to the Arizona Supreme Court, which ruled in favor of Terrell, but that hadn't happened yet when I was talking to the lawyer. It was still working its way through appeals and could feasibly have gone to the Supreme Court. The guy was worried about it because if the courts ruled in favor of Torres and let her keep the embryos on the basis that they were potential children as opposed to merely being jointly owned property, that could constitute a ruling that life begins at conception, setting a precedent that an embryo is legally equivalent to a baby. And just to get ahead of the comment section, because Jesus Christ, people in yesterday's comments had some blinders on, I know that precedent is why abortion is legal in the US in the first place, and when I criticize precedent as a system, I'm not suggesting that we would be better off with exactly this government minus that one function. Precedent is core to how common law works, and you know what? Pause to read if you're getting ready to pick a fight. So to my ear, it sounds like there's a pretty good case that Terrell was in the wrong here. Like, it's bad to agree to things just because you expect the other person to die before you have to follow through, and if one of those two people has to suffer from the consequences of having done that, it should be the liar, not the survivor. But because of precedent, because our legal system is more concerned with being consistent than being just, that case could have been catastrophic for millions of people. And it's like not uncommon in our legal system for people to back the person who everyone agrees is in the wrong because the case is a little too similar to the general shape of a case where somebody in their position might be right. Precedent is fucked up, man.